Goodness gracious, that song went on for bloody ages. Jesus Christ. Hello and welcome. Hopefully everything is running right. I've got me, the last time Chelsea played AC Milan in the Champions League, 1999, and we're wearing this shirt to be precise. So as luck would have it, your boy has it. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, or the birthday wishes. Remarkable that this many of you actually remembered. I wasn't actually expecting any of you to remember, but thank you anyway. Massively appreciated. The big 2-7 today. Can you believe it? It's a big day. It's a big day. Not only my birthday, but also AC Milan come to Stamford Bridge. Nervous? Have you? I'm doing good, Andy. Thank you so much for asking. Have you been this nervous for a Champions League game? In a what? I mean, it's a bit tough for Chelsea because we do tend to do quite well in the Champions League, regardless of where we finish. We obviously have won it a couple of times. I'm sure a lot of you know that already. But of course, I'll probably say the Real Madrid game was probably the most nervous I've been for a game in recent memory. Which isn't that long ago. It's not that long ago at all. But all the same, this is up there. This is up there as just one that you are nervous for. Regardless, obviously they have quite a few injury, absentees in their squads. We will go through all that in just a few moments' time. Of course, before we start, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification, and all that good stuff. And listen, get your score predictions in. I'm ready. I'm as ready as one can be for a game of this magnitude, and I know it's not quite the level of maybe 23 years ago like it was back in 1999. But listen, they won the Scudetto back last season for the first time in a decade. We had obviously a lot more league success than them in that time. Not too much, but still a lot more than them during that time. And still, it's very much in the balance as to who comes out triumphant. And if recent history is to go off of, not against each other, but in our regular form, somehow Chelsea are the favourites coming into this, by the way. I have no idea. I mean, there's a few things to go off of, but listen, we will get into that very, very shortly. I'm going to get preview. What was it? Chelsea come into this, favourites into this game. AC Milan have won just seven of their last 15 away matches in the Champions League. Chelsea, in comparison, have lost 7 matches. So the same amount of matches as AC Milan. In those, we've lost 7 matches in our last 35 at home in the Champions League. So quite the difference in the records when it comes to that 7 losses. There's 7 losses in their last 15 away. Us, 7 losses on our last 35 at home in the Champions League. It's a remarkable stat. It's quite a good one for us, especially with our home record not being the best these days. About to celebrate your birthday with a Giroud hat-trick. Isn't that nice? Well, I even tried to replicate the beard as much as I could to mimic Giroud. It's not quite as good as it. I'm a little bit under the weather, I've got to be honest with you. I'm breaking out. I never get spots, but look at the size of this honker here. Jesus Christ. And my lip and all that sort of stuff. So mind me with my face falling apart. Geordie, thank you so much, mate, for the birthday wishes. You special little... All right. I thought it was going to be a nice little cute little message from you there, Geordie, but never change. Wilson, thank you so much as well. It is 1-0 for RB Salzburg in the game between them and Dinamo Zagreb. Jesus Christ. I got absolutely torn a new one for saying Dynamo so many times in the last game. But regardless, they sit atop the table now, actually. Can you believe it? I will amend that very, very shortly. But of course, hello. Of course, we need to. We're getting more and more acquainted as the days go by, as the streams go by, so that the vibe, it doesn't have to be all guns blazing for every single one. And rest assured, this game, there is going to be so many. It's going to be an aggressive game, believe me. Maybe not on the pitch necessarily, but on this stream, if you're looking for a man who is, ready to throw the kitchen sink in terms of his voice, I'm prepared to lose my voice watching this game. I do indeed predict that is going to be the case coming into this game because, listen, Chelsea, we need to win. We need to win. It's not necessarily a must win, but if we're being realistic, it is, a must win. Not statistically or, factually. It's not factually a must win. However, in terms of, bragging rights, all that stuff, it is absolutely a must win for Chelsea. And more so against a club that we have to still play away from home as well. If we lose here, it's not looking good. As, of course, we have to go and play at the San Siro in the away leg for this. But mind me, I'm just very, very quickly amending the scores and all that good stuff coming into this game. It has finished 1-0 to RB Salzburg in the other fixture within this group, and RB Leipzig as well. The Red Bull team's doing an absolute madness in the Champions League. 3-1 against Celtic in their game. But as you can see, if I just do a little update skis on the screen there, you can see Salzburg sits in first place with 5 points, which now means that a win here today for Chelsea would not be enough to take us to first place position. In fact, 1 point less than it was 0-0 until the very last minute. Should we have a look actually as to when did they score? RB Salzburg. Thank you so much for everyone that is joining. You're joining gradually, of course. A 71st minute penalty for Salzburg in that game, so it wasn't exactly a last minute game. Nkunku looks good. A fantastic finish for him against Celtic, of course. This game is make or break. It wasn't necessarily coming into this game with it being 0-0 quite late in that game, and now with that goal, it is absolutely, you would think, a must-win game. We still have to play Salzburg away from home. We've got Zagreb to play at home. You would think, you would absolutely bet your bottom bippy, wouldn't you, that we should beat Dinamo Zagreb. We've lost to them away already, 1-0. Fuck me. Starting lineup. Shall we get straight into it, shall we? It's Christ. Here we go. A 3-4-2-1 for Chelsea, as you can see. And here I am, in all your viewing pleasure. Kepa in goal. Of course, the debate surrounding who exactly is going to be our first team goalkeeper has been looming in the air, especially more recently during the Graham Potter press conference the other day, if not yesterday, I think, where he was asked specifically who's the number one these days, and he said, well, it's up in the air, but Mendy is back from injury. He might not necessarily be 100%, but of course Mendy has been dropped. He is on the bench with Bettinelli, the two goalkeepers on the bench. Azpilicueta as well dropped. No surprise there. Chalobah, Cucurella, Gallagher the goal scorer, and the winner against Crystal Palace's former club, the player of the season for Crystal Palace last season. Jorginho dropped with slight injury concerns. Zakaria, who is that anymore? Is he ever going to play for us? Is he ever going to get any game time? For the love of God, what is going on with that? Strange. Such a bizarre situation. Pulisic, sure. Ziyech was obviously linked with AC Milan towards the end of the transfer window. Havertz, he has a slight injury concern. And Armando Broja is on the bench as well. Aubameyang is the man up front, of course. Many people debating as to why on earth Mason Mount is starting today. And, well, we've got some statistics. Statistically, he's the best performing player for Chelsea in the Champions League so far this season. How? I've got not a Scooby. Goals, assists, none. Big chances, who knows? But I can't quite work out how on earth Mason Mount is the highest rated player statistically. But that's from whoscored.com, by the way, who tend to be rather reliable with their stats. Sterling, of course, the only player to have scored a goal so far in the Champions League campaign against Salzburg. Of course, our last game in the Champions League that we've just played. Loftus-Cheek, it joins Kovacic in the middle of the field. James and Chilwell, of course, once again on the wing-back role. Cucurella returns to the bench, but is not in the first team lineup. Koulibaly is back in the starting 11 with Fofana, Thiago Silva, who is captaining today's game, with Jorginho out with injury, but again he's on the bench, and Azpilicueta likewise is on the bench as well. Fofana is of course in that middle three, and Kepa Arrizabalaga, as we mentioned earlier, is the starting goalkeeper for today. Hope you're okay. What's your score prediction for tonight? I'm going for a 3-1. Oh god, I need to sneeze so bad. I've needed to sneeze for like an hour. Excuse me. I'm going to go for a 1-1, personally. Still not too convinced with how we've been playing. Not to say I'm not convinced with Graham Potter. Quite frankly, I don't really see too much of a difference in the style of play. When you watch them, I was saying in the last stream that, again, this is no gripe to Graham Potter's style. I trust in the process. I trust that it's going to come good in the end. It better. He's got 5-year contract, so it's got to come good eventually. Giroud has scored some unbelievable goals for AC Milan so far this season. Jesus Christ. But all I'm saying is that the 2 games. Is it 2 games? It is 2 games. The season's all over the fucking shop at the moment, isn't it? I just said, like, if you didn't know Tuchel had been sacked, you wouldn't necessarily think that Tuchel had been sacked, because the style of play is exactly the same. The level of creativity is still the same, and the level of finishing, albeit, of course, Aubameyang with a fantastic goal, and Gallagher a super sub. Again, a Potter masterclass in that sense. Pulisic with the assist. Gallagher with the long shot and finish against his former club. So there are instances of Graham Potter's style of play and his influence trickling into the squad, but an overwhelming sense of there's still not too much to go on. But that said, it's still just 2 games into his reign as manager. You beautiful man. You beautiful man. I'm still not over the sacking of Thomas Tuchel. I mean, you've just got to get on with it at this point, hey? I'm the same. Oh, by the way, present from the missus today. Jesus Christ, look at this. Some beer coasters. They might not show up, but look at that, hey? Oh, piss in hell. Hang on. This should be good. Look at that. John Terry. Little beer coaster there. Gianfranco Zola. Look at that. That's a beauty, that one. Jesus Christ. Frank Lampard, the Shed End's finest beer. 5% alcohol. And then the look at this. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. No idea where it's from. But just an absolute blinding present all the same. Again, we'll go over the... It is cool, eh? It's not a bad little present. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that I can pronounce a lot of these names. The ones that we have to really look out for is Fikayo Tomori, who comes and makes a return to Stamford Bridge. I've got a statistic for you. Here's one for you. I said in my preview on my YouTube channel, Chelsea Fans XI, if you're any interest whatsoever. What was it? Milan forward Olivier Giroud could become the 10th player to score for and against Chelsea in the UEFA Champions League, and first since Loic Remy for Lille in December of 2019. Other players include Samuel Eto'o, Fernando Torres, Diego Costa, Michael Ballack, David Luiz, Willian. It's destined to happen, and it is just always something that happens. It's something I've realised, if you probably, everyone else has as well, but it's just we love to concede to former players in the Champions League. It's just the way it goes. Obviously, Rafael Leao is on our radar, to say the least. He's one that's an up-and-coming 23-year-old superstar that we have a massive interest in signing in the future, but as do a lot of other people. Manchester City showing interest as well. But again, Fikayo Tomori makes his return to Stamford Bridge following his, since getting sold back in the day with Frank Lampard. Still to this day, an absolute shocker of a decision, and I fully, wholeheartedly believe that we're going to see what we're missing out on in the game here today, and then when we play them at the San Siro as well. Of course, Olivier Giroud plays up front, and Rafael Leao. This is a must-win. It is. It wasn't necessarily before the result of the Salzburg game, but listen, we're coming into this now with hopefully a little bit of oomph, a little bit of fire under us, a little bit of a kick up the arse now that Salzburg are 4 points ahead of us. And again, just want to preface in case your maths isn't too good, is that a win would only take us as good as second place, and then even then we only have to we would need to ensure I don't know, goal difference isn't necessary. So because we would have beaten AC Milan, if we win today, we would go second because our home and away record would be better than AC Milan's. Alphabetical order and goal difference doesn't make a difference, so I think again it is home and away, so a win here today would take us second. So you never know. I knew it was Milan high line used tonight. It's I reckon they're definitely gonna be looking for some shithouse tactics against us. It's not hard to do that to Chelsea these days. If you can stop us from just let us have possession, and we probably won't score. Statistics show we on average get like 70+% possession at half time, and we have nothing to show for it. So if you park the bus against us, chances are we're not going to score, unless you get a Gallagher worldie again once again. Win at home and at least a draw at the San Siro. We should be all right, but again, I just can't be doing with Europa League this season. Of all seasons, it's such a big season for us, and I know we're doing absolutely terrible. Well, we're not doing terribly, but we're not doing fantastic, are we? We're not doing too peachy. I can't really recall us struggling in the Champions League as much as this, apart from the season after, the 2013 season is when I last vividly remember. Of course, we've struggled in seasons since then in the Champions League. And of course, there's been some seasons where we haven't reached the Champions League whatsoever. So, do you have more stats before the game? I do indeed. It's funny you say that. We might as well get into it. There's 5 minutes to go, but hello and welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV for, quite frankly, the most important game in this season's Champions League campaign, as Chelsea welcome AC Milan to Stamford Bridge for the first time since 1999. Again, in this shirt. Can you believe it? Both teams come into this matchup having won in their respective leagues. This is the first time Chelsea and AC Milan have met in the UEFA Champions League since 1999's group stage, with both games ending in draws, including a goalless draw at Stamford Bridge, which we're fucking praying that that's not going to be the case here today. Milan's only win over Chelsea was in 1966, in February of 1966, in the Intercities Fairs Cup, winning 2-1 at the San Siro. The third round tie then went to a deciding game, a 1-1 draw, and then Chelsea somehow went through with a coin toss, of which we won that. Chelsea have only lost 2 of their 13 home European matches against Italian oppositions, winning 8, drawing 3, with both defeats coming in the UEFA Champions League. With a 2-1 loss against Lazio in March of 2000 and a 1-0 loss versus Inter to Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan, of course, in March of 2010. A few other ones. Chelsea coach Graham Potter will be the third Englishman to face AC Milan in the UEFA Champions League after Bobby Robson with Porto in 93 and Harry Redknapp with Tottenham Hotspur in 2010. Both of those previous managers went unbeaten, with 1 draw for Robson and 1 win and 1 draw for Harry Redknapp. Milan have been unbeaten, have had an unbeaten start in this season's UEFA Champions League, beating Dinamo Zagreb and drawing with RB Salzburg. This is already as many points, 4 points for them, as you can see, as they won in their 6 group stage matches last season, winning 1, drawing 1, losing 4 again. Just to preface, if you are just joining in, Milan forward Olivier Giroud, who starts today against his former club at Stamford Bridge, could become a 10th Chelsea player to score for and against Chelsea in the UEFA Champions League for the first, the first time since Loic Remy for Lille in December of 2019. Other players include Samuel Eto'o, Fernando Torres, Diogo Costa, Michael Ballack, David Luiz and Willian. Listen, it's a match with great history, great songs. Oh, Dennis Wise scored a fucking great goal at the San Siro. It's not the San Siro today, but hopefully a fantastic goal could be scored at the San Siro in the reverse fixture. And a great shirt to match again, this one. The last time we faced AC Milan for the first time in 23 years in this competition, with all the stats, all the facts, all the coverage of every single Chelsea game this season, brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Why not? Do it. It's my birthday. Come on. If you wish to guarantee your comment is read out loud and shown on screen, then be sure to use the super chat feature. Please also note that my YouTube channel, if you should so be inclined to follow myself, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. With that said, of course, we will go briefly over the starting lineups once again for this for Chelsea at the very least. AC Milan are missing first choice left back and first choice goalkeeper. But for Chelsea, Mendy's back but not first choice. Jorginho and Havertz both dropped through injury, of course. But with that said, shall we get into it? The players are out. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, everyone. There's more important matters at hand. This guy's head is half the frame. Shall I move back for you a little bit? How's that? Is that good? Can you hear me from here? Is that all right? Jesus Christ. Can't please them all. Can't please them all, eh? Again, thank you so much for all the happy birthday messages. It would be nice, all those happy birthday messages, if you could leave a like as well. That would be fantastic. And get me to 1,700 subscribers on my YouTube channel. The link is in the description, as always. It's a rough one. It's a rough one. We're going to have to... You didn't say it was your birthday. I fucking did. Said it so many times in the last stream that it was going to be my birthday for this game. Leave likes. Leave the likes. Come on. Happy Born Day. Thank you. Here's a toast to all of you that's tuning in for this game. Again, a massive one. Former AC Milan player himself, Thiago Silva, is captaining today for Chelsea. They're obviously without Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Why is Mount starting? God knows. Again, shall we just have a quick look, by the way? As you can see, Mason Mount, the highest rated player on average in the Champions League for Chelsea so far this season, with a 7.02 rating. Jorginho our second, James our third. Sterling doesn't make the cut despite being the only goal scorer, and Aubameyang's there with an assist. Again, nowhere to be seen. Giroud with 1 goal, and Rafael Leao is there with 2 assists to his name. Mount can't do no ficking wrong. He can't. He can't. And don't you dare say anything bad about him. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. There's a minute's silence for those who or victims or lost their life during the incidents in the Indonesian stadium, where quite a number of people actually lost their lives. It was a rather tragic incident. Was it well over 100 people lost their lives during that? It's sad, but we move. Chelsea, AC Milan. It's a must win, not statistically, but it would be helpful if we could win this game, especially as it's my birthday. It would be nice. I haven't had a Chelsea game on my birthday in years. I can't remember it. What's your opinion on Anthony Taylor? He disallowed Cho's goal yesterday. Can you believe it? And I'm quite honestly, regardless of what you think about Hudson-Odoi, it's one of those situations where I genuinely feel like it could have gone either way. I really don't think it was necessarily a foul. I feel like the guy just got overwhelmed and got tackled. And Hudson-Odoi, a brilliant finish from him, albeit a bit of a deflection in the end, but a strong finish from him nonetheless. Anthony Taylor up to his usual shenanigans. Mount will shine tonight. I have a feeling in my ball bag that Mason Mount, this is his breakout game for Chelsea this season. Oh, Dennis! Why is my throat nearly went and scored a fucking good goal at the San Siro. 10 minutes to go. Look at that Milan starting 11. I'll be honest, it looks dusty, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. We are Libra brothers. We are indeed. Chef Paolo. You're not at the stadium to live game watching on your birthday. Listen, oh, Christ. I was going to watch this game either way. Sadly, I couldn't get any tickets, and I also couldn't get the time off to actually go to the game in terms of, not doing the stream. I wouldn't have missed this stream anyway. I enjoy it too much. As much as I'd love to go to the game, I do really enjoy this. That much. If I had gotten tickets, you best believe that I would be at the game. No offence to you, but Jesus Christ. I would not have been able to turn this down. But sadly, the logistics were not there. Your birthday next Monday. My team, though, has sadly just lost 3-1 to Leipzig, says Virtual Gecko. Well, happy birthday in advance. October. What a month for birthdays, eh? Absolutely splendid. What's your score prediction? 1-1. 1-1. Even with the AC Milan injury woes, injury issues that they've got, I feel like it adds more pressure than anything to Chelsea. The fact that they're missing so many key players, it just adds too much pressure. So it's even worse if we lose today. It's still going to be a tough game nonetheless. I've got no doubt about that in my mind. Is this game on TV or stream? This is on TV. So for those of you thinking, is this There's no worries of spoilers here for me, so you can enjoy my reaction. Should we actually score a goal today, that is the main thing. If we actually score, you can rest assured my reaction will be 100% authentic and undisturbed. So there would be no spoilers to be had. Koulibaly with a foul, 2 minutes 40 seconds. My birthday is on the 10th. Afterwards, I'll be looking forward to Halloween. What are you, a kid? There's a few of you on the 10th, by the sound of it. Chef Paolo and Vishal have the same birthday. Who knew October was such a popular month for birthdays, eh? Three minutes gone. It's AC Milan with the first real dangerous free kick of the game. It's a bit central to really whip it in, but he's whipped it in nonetheless. Headed away by Koulibaly, only as far as the former Chelsea man himself, Olivier Giroud. Back to, again, another former Chelsea man in for Fikayo Tomori. Pulisic on the bench. Unfair. Wah, wah, wah. Good God. Can't please everyone these days, can you? I just want us to score today. I need to let it out. I need to be able to celebrate a goal. Gallagher's goal got me real good. But I came back. I'd just gone for a piss. It's played forward. Here we go. Aubameyang shocking pass from here. Mason Mount has a shot and it's a brilliant save. Mason Mount with an absolute corker of a first time shot. Nearly gets it in the bottom corner. But the goalkeeper with a fingertip save like you've never seen before in your life. First real chance for Chelsea. It didn't seem like the best of passes from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But again, a good chance from Mason Mount. Looking at it again, not quite as bottom corner as you would have liked it to be, but with what he was given, fantastic chance from Mason Mount. Crossed in. Corner ball and headed away ultimately. Koulibaly makes me nervous. I've always said he looks like he's running on ice. He's really weird. He looks so unconfident on the ball. Played in. Mason Mount looks to chase. Up against his former teammate. Fikayo Tomori, of course, they've most likely had hundreds, if not thousands, of battles in training against one another. So they'll know exactly what each other is thinking. It's a surprisingly quiet stream today, which is weird, considering the level of this game, the magnitude of this game. The old Queen Elizabeth break has really done this channel over a little bit. Happy birthday, my meat. Meat! Big Saturday. Good God. AC Milan playing from the back, played out wide, lay out, heads it down. Nice little step over. Sterling's been sold an absolute dream there. Back out to Leao. Looks to cross and deflect it out right up the Khyber to Reece James and out for a throw in. Just found your channel much better than listening to the app. You best believe the commentary on here compared to the Chelsea app is second to none. If you want true biased commentary, then this is the place to go. All that, not too much in the way of bias. I am quite fair to the other teams, and especially when it comes to VAR, I've been fairly impartial, fairly fairly neutral when it comes to the VARs. When we've been given a little bit too much in the way of the, kindness. I've been the first to say the West Ham goal should probably have been given. And then there was another one recently that we should have cut. We were very easily gifted. Oh, the Thiago Silva one the other day should have been a fucking sending off. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. How Thiago Silva got away with getting sent off. I've got no idea. Absolutely, it's a beer day. I'll tell you that for free. Krunic. He's in the book. First booking of the game. Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'll get that up on the scoreboard in a second. Mason Mount. Ducking and weaving. Weaving and ducking. This has 1-0 Giroud to AC. And ball. Giroud dispossesses Chelsea with what looked like a really high arm. And they're still on the attack here. No doubt this will go to VAR. Leao all the way. He goes down. Kepa comes to collect. Fofana, the defender in charge in that instance there. Wasn't a red or pen due to how far the ball was. I didn't say it was a penalty, but it was. I just feel like it was a clear run on goal. To be honest with you, again, I'm glad he didn't. But the fact that Thiago Silva had such a big impact in the equalising goal, I thought it was a bit unfair on Palace. To be honest with you, 2-1 Chelsea. Aubameyang and Raheem to score and Dest to score for them. That's a bold decision, that, with their right back scoring. Jesus. How's Gallagher not starting? I mean, it was a a one-off screamer. Just because you score like that doesn't really open you up to the opportunity to really start a game. Just because you, I mean, it was an important goal, but let's be honest. Maybe the FA wanted to give some decisions our way after the Tottenham game. Well, yeah. We've had our fair share of decisions in our favour. Leao looks dangerous already against Chelsea today. Chelsea struggling to find our feet too much. A poor pass on Loftus-Cheek in search of Ben Chilwell. Koulibaly collects and is bundled to the floor. The play continues. Aubameyang comes to close down against the goalkeeper, but the ball goes way into the centre circle. Thiago Silva now finds Reece James. Sterling. Kovacic. Mason Mount. Finding a bit of rhythm here now. Kovacic. Still the same sideways passing that Chelsea are known for these days. And possession ball, of course. 10 minutes gone, and no doubt we're probably at least 60% up. We're matching shirts. You love to see it. Again, this is the shirt we played against them the last time we played them in 1999-2000 Champions League. Mark my words, Sterling to score and Aubameyang too. Obama. What? Obama. Who? Aubameyang just, well, you know. Love this guy out of all of them. Come on, Chelsea. If you mean that, love me more than the likes of Lewis and Mackie and Alex and all that, then you've got good taste, my friend. You've got good taste. Harry watching the game, they have seen more of the ball than Chelsea. Have they? I honestly, I'm up to being... to be fair, I'm talking a lot. I'm up to being proven wrong, but I am stand corrected. 53% possession for AC Milan. I'm just like staring out into space at this point. I feel like it's been very, very even. I thought we would have had more of the ball, but I stand corrected. Cheers from Texas. Texas. Man City are 1-0 up against Copenhagen. I've recently returned from a visit to Copenhagen. Beautiful city. Extremely expensive over there. £7 for a pint. I think not. Unbelievable. AC Milan now with a chance. There's so much room for them. Crosses it in. First man can't be beaten and it's out for a throw. Leng is a word 12-year-old use. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. It's true. You two calm down now. Don't be starting no £7 for a pint. You're having a doddle. Crossed in. I mean, it varied. And considering Carlsberg is literally made in Copenhagen or near enough, I thought it would be cheap as fuck for a pint of Carlsberg, but which most pubs sold in Copenhagen, but it was still like the most expensive. The most expensive. And I'm no type fucking, what's the name? If I'm out on a night out, I'll happily pay. But still, money's money. And I was, it was my birthday holiday. I was still like, fuck me. $7.50 for a pint. Are you having a laugh? Lang is Lang. Oh, Lang. I'm criminal. I hold my hands up to using that word frequently within my vocabulary. It's just so fun to say. It just rolls off the tongue. Lang! I'm guilty of it. I'm sorry. A bit of a break in play. James currently down on the floor. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, then feel free to do so. Who's that? Tonali. Oi, referee! Has that not gone to VAR? I'm sorry. It might have been a little bit fast in terms of play, but Torre goes into the book. An absolute cruncher of a studs up challenge on Reece James's ankle there. I think he's gotten away with one there. Bah. They've come out playing a little bit of a dirty game so far, the Italians. And it's Ballo-Touré, not to be mistaken with Balotelli. He's in the book, along with Kranic. Oh, can we just score a goal for once in my fucking... Oh, where's my screen gone now? Oh, God almighty. Where are you? There you are. It's Footy Facts. Football Fiend. I swear you were here a minute ago. Off the cognac. Painting and Lengers. I do not say that shit. You can fuck right off with that. I know who you are! Stop spamming. Jesus. It's good to see you back. Say they're fit. Footy schwaps. What is this stream today? Ah, I've got a stitch. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Vieira. Whoa. 16 minutes on the clock. Again, it's just one of those games. We're so boring to fucking watch these days, man. What has happened? They do not make my job very easily. Very easy, rather. Imran, welcome. Mark, hello. But let's be completely honest here. Good God, we are just so frequently boring to watch. Oh, have you not kept that in? Fuck me! Oh, chill well, mate. I love you. I'm one of his biggest, backers. Because he has got a hard time at the moment with people saying he's shit. But fuck me, that's such an easy ball to keep in. I'm seeing stars. I shouted a little bit too high there. Or a little bit too hard. If you're looking at these comments, by the way, and you're thinking, I haven't seen nothing yet. Well, we haven't scored. It takes a while, all right? We've got a little bit of a building up session now. We're teasing. If Chelsea could just score a goal when we're playing on TV as opposed to only when we're playing 3 o'clock matches, that would be good. The mic didn't break this time. Touch wood. touch wood, there is, you know, the audio situation seems to have been fixed. Chelsea now on the attack. Sterling out wide. A decent ball. Finds James. James crosses it in. Headed away by Tomori. Only as far as James, though, comes to collect. Kovacic in space. Finds Chilwell. Finds Kovacic. Come on. The goal is over there. Finds James. Please, son. Mason Mount was... he's had a fucking shocker there. He's had an absolute stinker. He nearly gave the ball away unnecessarily and then slips and lets the ball go out for a throw-in while we're on a good attack. I mean, you can't write how unlucky this geezer has been at the moment. Poor quality from him, absolutely, over the first 7 or 8 games in this season in all competitions. It's just facts are facts. Mason Mount has not been the boy that we know he has over the last 2 seasons, as he's been the player of the season for Chelsea the last 2 seasons. But where is he? What's happened? What has happened to my boy? I'm just so confused. He is sorely lacking minerals. His minerals are just... they're gone. For the time being. It does so... no pressure on him whatsoever there. And he's just had a stinker, bless him. Albeit he's slipped over, so you can't go too mad at him, but still. Football fiend, I beg you relax, my G. My slime. My man. I'm trying to do a job here, for Christ's sake. I can't be 2 places at once. I will not say that. How about that? You asked too many times, so no. Super chat it and I'll reconsider. Don't actually do that. I'm just joking. Show authentic badge on that shirt. It's, you know, it's not a bad one. I actually prefer the old shirt, the old badge to now. We've obviously become very accustomed to it. Crossed in by Mason Mount, headed over the bar by Loftus-Cheek, and I believe, you know, bottom left. A lot of people speculating, hoping, praying that Mason Mount, this would be his coming out game in terms of him actually showing up for a game fully, getting involved. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there in the back. Kovacic is all over him like a rash, and he's managed to get it away only as far as Raheem Sterling. Man on, man! Fucking who's calling it? Fuck me! There's 42 of the fucking 1,000 cunts there, and they can't tell Sterling there's a geezer up his fucking arsehole. What is going on? How has Sterling been closed down from behind with that much time? I don't understand. When was the last time we played good? I fucking no idea. Not a clue. I wish this spot would fuck off, by the way. It's not that obvious in real life, but on the camera it looks so, it's just so, like, clear. Calm, calm. Calm? You want calm? I haven't seen us play well for so long! When was the last time we absolutely bummed a team? I'm sorry, it's been so long since we absolutely tore a team apart. And if it hasn't been that long, then I fucking sure as hell can't remember it. What is Mount doing in the opening 20 minutes? Not a lot. Apart from slipping over. Chance. Mason Mount crosses it in. Chances! Oh, it's tipped over the bar. Thiago Silva with the goods. Tipped over the bar just by the goalkeeper. Out for another corner ball. Fucking hell. Another corner ball, though, that said. Thiago Silva winces at a missed opportunity there. Giroud. Excuse me. Chilwell crosses it in. Headed. It's deflected. And out for another corner ball. Thiago Silva with the header again. Another corner. Football fiends. Good night. You are nothing. You are a fool. And you are a waste of time. Good night is Chilwell with the cross. Back posts. He's got it again. Surely with the follow-up. It's there. Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana with the fucking goal. Come on. Finally a goal. It's an absolute mess. But Chelsea get it in the back of the net. I was thinking, who the fuck is number 33? And I remember it's Fofana. Here we go. Chelsea 1, AC Milan 0. Have some of that. Limbs. Fucking everywhere. It's been so long since we scored on a game that was on telly that I forgot how to fucking celebrate or do anything. It's somehow gone in the back of the net. It's an absolute mess in front of goal. It is by no means a pretty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. Graham Potter gets his first goal in the Champions League, and as does Wesley Fofana, at least for Chelsea. Oh, good Lord. I am happy for now. Fofana, with a very, very important goal in this competition for the Blues. I wish it would stop doing that. There we go. Smash the like button for Chelsea going 1-0 up for the first time in fucking God knows how long. Again, I know it's not that deep and that's probably an incorrect statistic, but it just feels like I cannot remember, the last time we had some consistency. We obviously went 1-0 up against Salzburg in the Champions League. That didn't end too well. But we can rest for a little bit, at least, knowing that we are actually winning a game for once. Get in. I feel like a folded up unicycle. How does it feel to see your idol Giroud back? You look like his doppelganger. Oh, well. Yeah, into... If I dye my hair a little blonde, then, maybe. But Potter in. Charity FC pending. I don't feel like this is a Charity FC situation. Just, it depends on if we are to concede, how we are to concede. But we're not thinking like that right now. Chelsea are currently 1-0 up in the Champions League. Can you believe it? I got compared to Giroud. It's not the first time, if you can believe that. It's actually not the first time. It's certainly not even the second time I've been compared to Giroud. Unbelievable. The beard is wondrous. Any tips? I think time and time again, it's my hair and my beard are the two things that I get asked about the most on this fucking stream. Chilwell. And all I have to say is genetics. It's, well, not genetics. Every man in my family is bald as a fucking badger. So it's luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. Prediction 1-1. Well, I know we're winning at the moment, but it's just not as clear cut as you think it might be for us to just sail through this 1-0 up. That being said, they have got several key players missing for them. That they do still have Giroud, Rafael Leao, Tomori, Dest. They've got good players for them so far. So they are certainly not a poor side. They could easily have a better AC Milan starting 11. But we're not here to debate whether or not this is a lucky win. Should we win? We are not even remotely close to that point already. So we'll just fucking hold your horses so far. Here is Loftus-Cheek with an outside of the foot volley to find Chilwell. Koulibaly. Mason Mount. Mount bias. Absolutely not on this fucking channel, I'll tell you that. If anyone's critical of Mount, it's me. Kovacic looks for Aubameyang. I'm yet to see a ghost this October so far. Charlotte Shivers, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. How so many of you have remembered. It's ridiculous. Jermaine, thank you so much as well for the birthday wishes. Again, 27 years old. Jesus, do I feel it. Fuck me. Sterling, nice little 1-2, finds James. Can he get away? Mason Mount! It's deflected. Blocked well. Great chance for Mason Mount. He chooses to go for the first time shot. He had time to take it. He had time to control it. It was by no means a pacey ball as well. AC Milan now on the attack. That's surely going to go out for a throw-in. But Mason Mount, again, with a good chance. His first chance he had of the game. Again, a fantastic save. He can't be blamed for that. But he has a first-time shot. There's really not much he can do there. It is just simply a block. You know, you could say he should have gone for another direction. But that would just be, you know, being a bit harsh on Mason Mount. He's having at this point, I feel a bit sorry for him because he's definitely trying. He's just not succeeding at all. How many times against Crystal Palace was he like this? Just constantly, hand in head, or head in hands rather. I do feel sorry for him. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of people say that my scream when I'm like, and it's just, it looks like I'm angry. It really does. You don't even look a day over 21. Fuck me. That is kind of you to say that. I don't believe you, but I need a haircut. I need a hand in head. It's always one. There's always one. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, feel free to do so whilst you're there. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future upcoming streams and content. Plenty of content to come following this match, no doubt. Fan cams, the new player ratings. I look like Ryland's dad. I'm very close to banning you already, mate. I'll tell you that. Compare me to Harry Maguire all you want. Ryland's, I don't even know what Ryland's dad looks like, but fucking Ryland in general. My beard is 100% real, by the way. Fucking no Turkish gear on my face. What was I even saying? Yeah, no longer are we doing the player ratings on the watch-alongs because it's just unnecessary because I'm now in charge of recording my own player ratings for the channel, so expect to see that come out alongside fan cams and Alex's review of the game, as well as Lewis's match day vlog as well. There's plenty of content coming out, and especially with 9 games this month. Obviously, this is the second of the 9. There's so many videos to consume here on Chelsea Fan TV. And if you're feeling extra generous and you want to follow myself on my own personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. I release a preview video and a match review video for every single match. The link to that YouTube channel is in the description. Our forwards are not scoring. I mean, Aubameyang literally scored in the last game, but I get your point. Brilliant ball, Aubameyang, Mason Mount, chips it over! It's in! Money Mason Minerals, fucking Mount, he's done it! And it's offside! a fucking hell. I'm so sorry for him at this point. Mason Mount. Aubameyang's offside for the initial pass and then Mount's offside. It's a fantastic finish. And best believe certain Donnies are going to clip that up and say, what a fucking generational finish that is. It's a fantastic goal nonetheless. Tomori's left us scrambling. But it's offside, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count. Money Mace. Money Mace hasn't got a penny to spend on a goal these days. He can't even buy a goal. Bless him. I told you earlier, I just feel sorry for him at this point. I don't know why I went so out of focus then. Oh. Don't mind if I do. A fridge in the office is a game changer, by the way. Generational talent, Mason Mount. I'll tell you that for fucking free. It's again, people comparing Hazard or Mount to Hazard is just fucking ludicrous, criminal, if you ask me. I missed the mighty Drogba. I almost don't want to use it, but again, look at that for a coaster. Unbelievable. Another one. Look at this. Gianfranco Zola. It's a bit out of what's name, but you can kind of see it. John Terry. Fucking woohoo. Look at that. Unbelievable. And then Super Frankie Lampard for the final piece. London's finest beer. This is not a sponsor, by the way. This is just simply a present I got today. Alonso is the key. If he was still at Chelsea, things would be different. I miss my my dear Marcus Alonso very, very much, I must say. We need it to be my birthday more often, because we might actually win a game every time we play. I can already imagine the tweets that are coming out right now. Okay, now. Is Haaland doing another madness today? Fucking hell. 2 goals for Haaland in the game against Copenhagen. Is that Fofana's gone down again? Fofana's gone down again, and this literally because I can't drink it on camera. I need to have something covering it, but it's kind of pointless when I'm literally just like. It's not looking good for Fofana. He's been down twice now. Brilliant goal for him. He's calling to be taken off, and quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if by the looks of it, he's going to be out for a little bit. Imagine buying Lukaku instead of Haaland. I know. What makes it worse is the amount of debates that Chelsea YouTubers, like Lewis is one of them. He said that Haaland would never be good for Chelsea, and it just in the Premier League. I might be misquoting him, but I remember him saying that he was one of those players that were one of those people that were absolutely taken for a ride in terms of Haaland. He's just something else. If you ever looked at Haaland for any minute before he was when he was at Dortmund and thought, you know, he'll never make it in the chat. He's not a Timo Werner, for the love of God. Timo Werner is half the size of Haaland. Haaland is a different animal altogether. But again, people like Lewis, who has openly come out and said that he got it wrong. Boy, did you get it wrong. Absolute next best thing. The debate of, and I'm saying this right now, the debate of Mbappe or Haaland is not even close anymore. And again, Mbappe's just a cunt, isn't he? Fuck me. He's just he's just not the guy. People slate Nunes. The bloke don't even understand. Well, again, the debate between Nunes and Haaland was just ridiculous anyway. Lewis has some mad takes. He does. Kovacic goes in the book. It's all happening. And what I mean by Mbappe, he's gotten way too arrogant with all the you know, his status at fucking PSG, and you know, is the level that he's at and everything like that. He's a better footballer, but Haaland is a better goal scorer. I just Haaland for me every single day, and I do love Mbappe's style of play. He's just Trevor Chalobah has come on for Wesley Fofana, by the way, just to clarify. But yeah, Mbappe has become a diva. Exactly. It's all me. It's never anyone else. It's just, it has to be him. Like, so he's so selfish as well recently. Whereas Haaland is just so fucking clinical, isn't he? Not to say that Mbappe isn't, but it's just, Mbappe is clear. He's not. He's absolutely not. They're both incredible footballers, don't get me wrong, but Haaland just has that extra something. Haaland's a tapping merchant, but he has to be in the right place at the right time. And he is constantly in the right place at the right time. It's not easy to be a tapping merchant. You have to be there to be, you know, getting those goals. If it was so easy, we'd have fucking tapping merchants. That being said, Sterling. Chance, Sterling, James, crossed in. Not the best of crosses from Reece there. I've got the itchiest hooter today, I'll tell you that. Yeah, the sheer strength, of Haaland is just unmatched. I don't think I've ever seen such a strong... Well, obviously, apart from people like fucking Akinfenwa and, you know. If being a tapping merchant was easy, every striker would be scoring like Haaland. Exactly. It's the attributes that Haaland has that make the tap-ins look so easy for him. But he's just a fucking unit, but pacey at the same time. You're lying if you for 1 second, if you had the choice between Mbappe and Haaland, and I'm including mentality and, you know, the way that they play mentally, he's just so much more forward thinking. Mbappe is just so me. As for me, I just wouldn't. I would absolutely have Mbappe at Chelsea 100%. I'm not saying that, but still, Haaland over Mbappe all day long. It's not even close anymore, I don't think. Well, we'll see in a year's time who's still the top dog, but Mbappe has hit the scene earlier than Haaland. But Haaland's going to be just consistent. Just fucking, like, just a dog. Just an absolute dog of a player. Just an absolute bastard of a player to play against. I am absolutely dreading playing City. Not for any other player other than Erling Haaland. Yellow card, by the way, for AC Milan. Free kick on the halfway line. 3 minutes to go until half time, and it's still 1-0. We're actually still winning. As it stands, AC Milan haven't really come too close in the way of scoring so far. Good defending, not quite actually, from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And Giroud on the ball. Finds Rafael Leao. Haaland can't dribble, can't pass. Says fucking who? He got 2 assists against Man United the other day, you mug. What are you talking about? He can't pass. Can't dribble. Did you not see him against United the other day? You absolute goon. I have just realised that it's a fucking United fan, to be fair. Not that I'm taking the bait, but still, I'm sure there are people that actually share that opinion that he can't dribble and can't pass. It was Fikayo Tomori, and I was looking at the home yellow cards there for putting Tomori in the old book skis, but he's no longer a Chelsea player, is he? So there you go. He's in the book though, nonetheless. Old Fick. There he goes. Some people in this chat are useless when it comes to ball. I take every comment with a pinch of salt, I really do. Is Leao looking good this game because he's a target of ours? I'll be honest, you know, he's not looked bad at all. He hasn't really shone in this game by any means. He's had one real standout opportunity running down the wing. But overall, great first touch from him there, with not really much in the way of a chance for the player he passed it to do anything. Torre, who is in the book, is on the floor rather. Sterling with a coming together there. Is Tomori part Canadian? I think I remember that being a... Is it not? Tomori. He was born in Calgary, wasn't he? Yeah. There you go. See? The memory of the boy right here. 4 minutes of additional time. Tomori's going to the World Cup, though, I can assure you that. Chelsea playing at 3 p.m. again this weekend. I know! Unbelievable, is it not? Another 3 p.m. game for Chelsea in the Premier League. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Another game of me having to ignore the chat or try and ignore the fucking... Great chance! Mason Mount finds Sterling for his first assist. Sterling for his second goal in the Champions League, and he's overrun it. I don't know why Sterling hasn't shot way sooner. Chilwell, he's arms out thinking, what on earth are you doing there? Sterling has the quality to absolutely roof that from a further distance than what he was trying to do. And it's another case of Chelsea trying to walk the ball in the back of the net. Huge chance for Raheem. You're absolutely right. He's not Canadian. I know he's not Canadian, but he was born there. A brilliant little pick out there from Mason Mount. And... Raheem Sterling just with an absolute shocker of an attempt to try and get it in the back of the net. You're back past your bedtime. Wow. You daredevil, you. Nope. Oh, Chelsea, we love you. We love you, Chelsea. What do you do? Real Madrid, it's 2-1 to them. It's 3-0. And if anyone could update me as to whether or not... Is it a hat-trick for Erling Haaland? Is it really? Benfica 1-1 against PSG. And Juventus 1-0 up against Maccabi Haifa. Oh shit, what is going on there? God damn. Just trying to update the standings for us here. Plenty of time still to go in. Well, a minute to go, realistically, but still. It is what it is. 1-0 goal difference, by the way, we have now. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Finally, we've managed to get a neutral. Goal difference for once. We've still got negative goal difference in the Premier League, which unbelievable. Jude Bellingham is on 1 tonight. I mean, that's not Manchester City. It's a Coquelin with an own goal. Any tips to start my... Oh, Leao with a great chance, and it is! And it's over! Over the bar! Can you believe it? I've just updated all the table, all the scores, everything like that. And a fantastic chance. Rafael Leao has taken Chalobah, James, and a whole bunch of other players for an absolute ride there. The worst save. I mean, he's kept it out, but it's a terrible save from Kepa, who just palms it back into the feet of the only AC Milan player in the box. And he skies it. Somehow it's a corner ball. Oh, you're getting on my tits, mate. You can fuck off. I couldn't give a tit. I couldn't give a shit. That geezer is jarring my nut. Crossed in, cleared away. Surely it's half-time now. And it is indeed. The half-time whistle goes. And, sorry, I didn't want to block him, but I had to. He was just fucking jarring my nut in. He really was so annoying. A fantastic chance for AC Milan right on the cusp of half-time, but Kepa, he escapes. He escapes a bit of a blunder there, and still, it was a great save. What are you talking about? It was a good save in the fact he kept it out, but he palmed it straight in. The only AC Milan player. Update your scores. To what? I've updated my scores. Do you want to see? Have a look at this. How's that? You mug. Hey? Hey? 3-0 to Dortmund. I bet it's not. No. See? I've got it. I've got it. Leao has woken up. He's woken up in the last, 5 minutes. He's been good all game. He's by no means been bad. But he's woken up in the last, especially just right before the end of the game there. That was a fantastic run from Leao. How we are still 1-0 up, I've got no idea. Again, good save from Kepa, but straight into the feet of Krunic, or whatever his name is. Sterling has been poor. Mason Mount could easily have had an assist today, for sure. But still. Raheem Sterling absolutely should be putting that away. I don't get it. I don't really get why... where Sterling's confidence in scoring from distance gone, or at least finessing it, curling it, whatever you want to do. Absolute schwapper in the top bins. He had a fantastic chance, one-on-one with the keeper, more or less. How has he not had a shot? He's trying to walk it in the back of the net. It's a strange one. Listen, it's 1-0 at half-time between Chelsea and AC Milan. We're in good... We're in a good position coming into the second half, albeit we nearly had a bit of a slip up towards the end of the first half. 81% chance of Chelsea winning, according to Google. A live win probability of 81%. A draw is 15%, and a Milan win is now 4%. What on earth those probabilities are based off of, I have not a Scooby. Again, get your predictions in for the second half, for sure. We will go through those momentarily. We will, for sure... we for sure... I completely forgot what I was going to say. Then I got distracted. Corners wise, would you stop fucking messaging me, for the love of God? Corners 4-0, and fouls. There's been an abundance, but none. Hang on. This is not accurate whatsoever. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not even close. It said AC Milan have had 0 fouls in their favour. Well, not in their favour, but corners is 4-1. I was going to say, it's a little bit out of what's name. And then fouls has been 6-8. And then, of course, the main thing in particular, Chelsea, of course, 1-0 up at half-time. Again, be sure to get your predictions in so we can go through those. And with that said, of course, we will go to the half-time screen where you can see in all of its glory the, the half-time stats. Oh, terrible match. I wouldn't say terrible. JBE says, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Nice one, brother, and all that. Those saying sub-mount are delusional. He's the only one doing any attacking. I wouldn't say he's the only one. He's the only one that's actually provided anything. I'll give him that today. Sterling, been weird. Aubameyang's not been bad, but kind of elusive. James has tried, but yeah, it's been a bit of a strange game. We are 1-0 up, as you can see, 7 shots to 2, 4 shots on target. Can you believe that? We have actually had over 50% of the shots on target in this game, yeah, for once as well in a while we have had nearly 50% possession. It's usually around 70%. 4 corners to 1, 6 fouls to 8. And listen, AC Milan have been a little bit of a naughty boys. They've been a little bit aggressive coming into this game. He's too weak, getting bullied off the ball. Sub-Mount and Sterling, bit selfish. I don't think Mount's been selfish. A lot of you are being way too harsh to Mason Mount. And again, I'm a fairly big critic of him in terms of, again, I'm going off the stats, okay? He's our player of the year 2 years in a row. This is our 10th game of the season, is it not? Where are we going? Here. No, not there. 10th game of the season, if we're to go off of this. And he's yet to get a goal or an assist or anything like that. So I'm not being harsh. I'm just calling the stats the way the stats go. Another look at Fofana's goal. It was an absolute mess of a goal, but a goal is a goal nonetheless. And Chelsea won it up at half time. Mount didn't deserve to start this match. Says who? I know, again, but a bit contradictory when I'm saying that he's got no goals, no assists, no big chances created. Somehow is our highest rated player on average performances for Chelsea in the Champions League. Again, look at this. Can you believe this? Unbelievable. I mean, the stats, do they lie? Look at this. Mason Mount is our highest rated player in the Champions League. I do not understand currently what that's based on. This is the whoscored.com website that I'm getting this information from. Jorginho in second place and James in third. This has obviously changed now that this game has taken place, but this is prior to the AC Milan game. just a bit strange. You look at, Sterling and Aubameyang aren't even on that top three, and they've both got the only goals and only assists in this. Obviously, Fofana now makes that list, but it's a little bit harsh to be criticising Mount. I feel like at this point it's evident that he's obviously trying. Many people saying that he's just clearly not trying at this point. He's definitely trying. He looks frustrated. He almost looks embarrassed as to how bad he is being at the moment. He just can't get any luck on his side in this game in particular. Any of the games before this, I didn't really think that I didn't really think that he was unlucky on any occasion. I'm sure there's one or two occasions where he's been a bit unlucky, but nothing really compared to this. I mean, he was himself offside. Aubameyang was offside as well in the build-up to his goal that was disallowed. But I just don't think it's Mount's season this season. I feel like he's destined. He was destined for a little bit of a drop in form, but this much of drop in form is quite. It's quite substantial. He's just out of form. It's normal. It is, absolutely. Mason Mount will absolutely come back swinging. No doubt he'll probably come back even better than ever. No doubt in my mind. I'm fairly confident in saying that Mason Mount is still one of, if not not maybe our best player at the moment, but he is certainly one of our best players at the club. People will say that that's bollocks and it's not true, but it is true. Mason Mount, he's not been our top, player for no reason over the last 2 years. But again, it might also... I'm not slating players. Who am I slating? I'm literally backing Mount. He'll come good. Just back the guy. I am. I'm just saying he's very much out of form at the moment. It goes without saying. He literally is out of form. Do you think Chelsea needs another striker? If your next question is, do we get Ronaldo in January? I was very, very in favour of getting Ronaldo at the beginning of the season, but now I'm fucking no. No. Ronaldo has very quickly, because of the lack of game time, become a shell of the man he once was. It's sad to say, as such a big fan of Ronaldo as I am, it's just a bit sad seeing him the way he is. He can't do anything at the moment. He's in a bit of a shambles. Proper fans criticise their own players. We do. I'm not blinding myself to, blind bias to my own players. Like, I love not every player, but certain players I love more than others, and it's typically the players I love the most I'm more critical of. Havertz, one of my favourite players, I'm probably the most critical about him, and then probably Mason Mount and a few others as well. I've got soft spots for all kinds of, plenty of players, but Mason Mount and Havertz definitely my top two. But again, they've had shockers this season, and I'm not afraid to say that they've been shit this season. We thought the international break would bring some sort of positivity to Chelsea. Of course, Havertz getting a brace against England, and Mason Mount coming on and getting an equalising goal for England against Germany in that same game. Have they shown any sort of resemblance of that performance? Probably not. Realistically, Mason Mount, again, I just want to preface, he's had opportunities today. He's had a goal disallowed, and he most likely, realistically, if he was onside, but again, if your granny had wheels, she'd be a trolley bus and all that sort of stuff. If he was onside, he'd have a goal, and if Mason Mount, if Raheem Sterling could finish his dinner, then he'd have an assist as well. So it's all about luck, and Mason Mount, ultimately his luck is just run out. He hasn't got any at the moment, and on top of that, his quality has declined drastically this season. So he just has to find his form again. It's as simple as that. I'm not criticising him, saying he's a shit player and he'll never get good ever again. I'm just saying for now he's just not very good. And he knows he's not very good, so he's just he's stuck in his head, I would reckon. Leao in. Sterling needs to take on players more. He's a bit slower than expected. I don't really know what's going on with Sterling. He's looked a bit shy on the ball today. He's not quite as pacey as he once was in recent games. But again, we know how good Sterling can be. But I think he's kind of bought into the negativity that Chelsea has in terms of everyone's shit at the moment. Everyone's shit. No one can do anything right at the moment. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. It is true. Everyone's out of form. No, there's not a single player for Chelsea that is truly 100% in good form. Obviously, Reece James is probably our highest performing player at the moment in terms of, consistency. But I'm sure I'm missing a few other players. There's plenty of players that are regularly good, but not consistently good, if that makes sense. Every player has had a stinker this season at least once. Whereas you look at other teams and they're just Thiago for sure. Apologies, Thiago Silva again. That goes without saying, for Christ's sake. Thiago Silva, Reece James, regularly good. And when they have a little dip in form, they're obviously pulled up on it. What a shot. Haaland with a tap-in against Copenhagen. I feel like that is such deja vu, by the way. Having serious deja vu. My God. Even saying deja vu. Sterling coming... Oh, I'm having a bit of a weird one right there. Not that this has ever happened before, but... we are back for the second half. Reece James' hair will be pink next. It's slowly drifting away. It is pink already, is it not? Oh, Dennis Wise scored a fucking good goal. Where? At the San Siro, that's where. 162 likes on the stream. It's a bit of a smelly stream in terms of numbers so far today. But if we can get to 200 likes, that would be golden. So help me out. That'd be massively appreciated. 200 likes. We're not too far away. So if you haven't liked already, feel free to do so. Where's Havertz? He's on the bench. Chilwell always passing back. What's happened? He always used to run behind. I think he's scared of getting crunched and his injury coming back, to be honest with you. It's no longer half time. It is indeed. Where do you think Chelsea's weakness is at? Midfield or defence? Midfield for sure. Once they get past midfield, then the defence get a little bit shaky as well. That's the thing. I'm not showing the game, no. It's just strange, though. I can't really put my finger on who is the weak link in midfield. We normally concede minutes after half-time. It's a curse. No, we usually concede straight after half-time or straight after we score a goal. That's been the curse so far this season. But we are back on the way. I don't think there's been any substitutions besides Wesley Fofana, who went off injured. Great outside of the boot pass from James, finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang puts James a bit under pressure, finds Thiago Silva, who launches it wide. Brilliant switch of play, finds Chilwell, Mason Mount. Sterling. Great play from Mason Mount. Finds Sterling, who is absolutely smothered by the AC Milan defence. But it's a positive start from Chelsea in this second half. Mason Mount with a nice little dink over the top. Finds Sterling, who chests it down, but then is ultimately ushered into the hands of Tata Rusanu. Andy, thank you very much for the well wishes. Come on, you Chelsea. We are 1-0 up. Believe it or not, Wesley Fofana with a goal. A sloppy one at that, but a goal nonetheless. And he has since got off with injury. It's having two midfielders alone. Yeah. It's also having Kante a little bit inconsistent in terms of he's either injured or he's just inconsistent in terms of his... you know, he does make a few mistakes these days here and there. So, you know, it happens, but still. Thiago Silva has been our best player this season, for sure. Reece James is way more involved, though. That's the thing. Regularly. That's why it's just easy to always pick out Reece James. But for sure, Thiago Silva is our top player, for sure. Like, 100%. Zachariah, I don't know where he is. I know he's on the bench, obviously, but why is he yet to play for Chelsea? I don't understand. Obviously, there were issues with his visa to start with, but he's been on the bench for Chelsea a few times this season. Leao, I don't know if they're just looking at him or if he's injured. You show the game. How about that? Headed away. Torre finds Leao. Dispossessed. James now starts the counter-attack. Sterling slows it down a bit. James is fouled. Sterling held the ball up a little bit weirdly there. I don't know what... Sterling seems to not really want to run with the ball these days. Or at least in this game. James is taken out on the attack and a free kick given. Free kick to Chelsea in a decent position for sure. It's a little bit far out, probably 45 yards, 50 yards. It's going to be whipped in anyway by Mason Mount. Hopefully, gets it past the first defender. It's a shocker. It's a shocker, and there's no way that was part of the plan. Was chips it edge of the box and Trevor Chalobah goes for a bicycle kick. It's a shocking free kick, in all honesty. AC Milan playing around the back. Don't quite look as threatening a team as I think my brain was leading me to believe. Of course, they've got the injury issues that they've got. Thiago Silva's gone down holding his shoulder and he's wincing. He's not looking too good. Hopefully he's not injured. That would be devastating. That would absolutely make this season even worse, to be honest with you. And it's come at the expense of... Or from Giroud. There's no fucking way that hurt. It's more of an elbow to like the... Is it your delt? The elbow to the like muscly part. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. There's no bone issues there at all. But he's up and running. Which is good. Sterling's got to be offside. There he is. Fucking nose. It's like there's cobwebs up there. Jesus Christ. Oh, Thiago Silva. Oh, Thiago Silva. Harry the Doctor. I prescribe a beer to all of you. How about that? Doctor's orders. Beers all round. Reece James, it seems like he's stopped the cross the ball. What do you think about Brozier keep coming off the bench? It pisses me off, Brian, mate. I'll be honest with you. I know we've got Aubameyang. I know he's on big wages and all that. But Brozier's the up-and-coming. He's the future. Aubameyang is... I never wanted Aubameyang in the first place. He's good. You know, he's not been bad for us by any means. And I'm not being negative in terms of saying that, you know, he's you know, not going to be good for Chelsea. I feel like he might be. But Brozier is undoubtedly going to be one of the top. He's got that body, as in not like... Not the, as in like, appearance. Well, again, he's got that stockiness, that strength, that presence about him that Haaland has. I feel, and I'm not for 1 second saying that Brozier's going to be anywhere near as good as Haaland. But the presence that he brings, he's a unit. He's a big boy. He's an absolutely big boy. But yeah, I'd be pumped if Brozier started against Wolves. It's again, it's one of those things that, you know, will it happen? Will it not? Probably not. Played long. Sterling might be offside here if he can keep it in the first place. He's crossed it in first time. Please do some commentating. Jesus Christ. Dispossessed. Chelsea pick it up in the middle of the field. Aubameyang is in space. Mount needs to play the ball. He does. Finds Aubameyang. It's a little bit too little too late. Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Jesus. Chilwell. Aubameyang's at the back post. It's gone all the way over the top. Reece James picks it up though. Crosses it in. It's not the best, but it's gone all the way through. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is there to put it in. 2-0. Chelsea 2. AC Milan zilch. And it's come from nothing really. I mean, James just crosses and hopes. You could argue it's a good one. Realistically, the defender should be getting away that ball. But Aubameyang just picks up the pieces. Picks up the loose ends. Stuffs it in the back of the net by any means necessary. And does a little front flip like he always does. And bish bash bosh, Chelsea are in the money. 2-0. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It's chipped over the top. It's a shocking cross from, I think that's Mason Mount, but James just crosses it in. Terrible, terrible defending by, dare I say, that is that Tomori that should be clearing that? It is. Tomori should be clearing that. Shocking bit of defending by Fikayo Tomori. Maybe wrong-footed, but Aubameyang's there to put it away. Chelsea 2. Obama what? Obama who? Obama blood clot. Yang. As the saying goes. Or so I've been told by the youth these days. By the youth. Yeah! I can't sing these days. I've got a little bit of a chesty cough these days, I'll tell you that. But again, carefree, wherever you may be, we are the famous CFC, and we don't give a what? We don't give a who. Oba with the goal. Oh. Fucking piece of shit. There we go. Come on. Get on the screen. Jesus Christ. Carefree, wherever you may be. We are the famous CFC. We don't give a fuck, whoever you may be. We are the famous CFC. Carefree. Ooh. Corner ball to AC Milan. Oh, there we go. Better out than in, that's what I say. "58 minutes. Ooh. Agent Tamori, indeed. It's come in, cleared away. Sterling. Counter-attack is on. Mason Mount plays it. Finds Sterling. Oh, Sterling tries to find whoever that is. Kalulu. Get your carefrees in the chat. 193 likes on the stream. Be sure to get that to 200. It's a little low today, boys and girls. I can't lie. You tried. You tried. There's a little bit of a, you know. Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Carefree, wherever you may be. We are the famous CFC. Oh, Dennis Wise scored a fucking good goal at the San Siro. Do you think Lukaku would have fit better in Graham's system? Probably not. Honestly, Lukaku can suck on my nutsack for all I care. Fuck that guy. Fuck Lukaku. Absolute twat. Say it with me chest. Didn't want Lukaku back in the first place. You can check the archive when I say that I never wanted Lukaku ever to return to Chelsea. And when he was supposed to, it was like, well, I guess it's happening, so you've got to back him, you've got to get behind it. And then he treats us the way he did, and fuck him. Fuck him. Played wide. What a ball! Finds Reece James all the way, son! Crosses it in, Sterling over the bar, and it's still 2-0. Great chance, great ball to find James. The pace just on the ball layout, or someone trying to keep up, and Sterling ultimately blazes over the bar. We need to make a sub, that's for sure. Chilwell looking for his goal of the day. Sterling plays in. James, great chance for him. Oh my God! You don't doubt Reece James from that position. I was about to say, it's like when he scored against Juventus. He's done this countless times. Once again, does it. Blazes it top bins. Reece James. Don't doubt him. Don't doubt Reece James. He's unbelievable. You want a generational talent? It's Reece James. 3-0. Absolute corker of a finish. Jesus Christ. Pick that out the fucking back of the net. Unbelievable finish. He's just done it. Reece James from that position. Unbelievable goal. That's the cheat code for Chelsea, by the way. By the way. If you want a guaranteed goal for Chelsea, put it into Reece James in that position of the box, and it's a guaranteed goal. There's not a keeper in the world that saves a shot from Reece James in that position. Ever. Unbelievable player. James over Trent all day long. All day long. And now we're making it look like a fucking walk in the park, boys and girls. It's an easy one. My birthday wishes have come true. For now, anyway. James with a bagged goal. Just want to make sure, by the way. Oh. I was just trying to check when, obviously I've turned 27 today. I was trying to check when Fofana scored his goal, and it was the 24th minute. Not quite that good. Sterling could be away here. He's been pulled down. Seemed like a coming together. Shaq, thank you so much, my man. Edward, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the well wishes. Reece James, he really is our best player. I said this earlier, and you lot were correcting me saying Thiago Silva. Reece James is absolutely number one. Thiago Silva is absolutely number two, if not joint number one. They do their own things. They do their own things. Andy, thanks again for the happy birthday. The substitutions coming in their masses at the moment. It's going to be 3 for AC Milan, Pioli's man. It's going to be Jorginho and Gallagher coming on for Chelsea. Aubameyang bagging a goal for Chelsea. 2 games in a row now. He comes off for Conor Gallagher. Jorginho will also come on, as I said. I'm assuming for Kovacic. It is for Kovacic. Kovacic off. Jorginho off. On, rather. Again, not... Kovacic has been a bit strange the last couple of games. He's since coming back from injury. He's not the overwhelming presence that he has typically been in the last few seasons. Not quite, you know, a bad performance by any means, but again, just I don't know. There's something off about Kovacic these days. Yeah, let's see if we can keep a clean sheet. That's the main thing, eh? Chance for AC Milan. Apologies, just doing the rest of the... doing the rest of the graphics here. Not a bad day. Not a bad birthday for yours truly. It's got to be said. 3-0 as it stands against AC Milan. I've had worse. I have had worse. What is Potter doing differently compared to Tuchel? Not really too much, to be honest. I don't feel too much difference. To be completely honest with you. There's something. There's definitely something. Azza, Thank you so much for the £1.79. I'm going to try this without the frog in me throat causing issues, but one man went to mow. I mean, we'll start easy. One man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Two men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Three men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Four men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Rafael Leao's going on an absolute blinding run here. Five men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Six men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Seven men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Seven men, six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Eight men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. All together now, come on. Fucking doing this on my own. Eight men, seven men, six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot. We're nearly there, boys and girls. We're nearly there. Went to mow a meadow. Nine men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Nine men, eight men, seven men, six men, five men, four men, three men, two men, one man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Here we go. 10 men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. 10 men, 9 men, 8 men, 7 men, 6 men, 5 men, 4 men, 3 men, 2 men, 1 man and his dog Spot went to mow a meadow. Chelsea! Come on, boys! Get in there! Happy birthday to me! I love it! I love Chelsea so much, my God. I love this game! I love this game! We got through it! We got through it! Fucking hell. Thanks again for the... There's always one. There's always one, eh? Once I start, I have to do the whole fucking song. Jesus Christ. Lost a few of you with that one. It is what it is. Think he's had a bit too much to drink? Have you no passion in your life? Have you not sung that song before and felt the urge to sing the entire fucking song? When are you next going to the bridge? I fucking hope it's as soon as possible. I miss going. Last game I went to was just before COVID. And then I started doing streaming and now I can't seem to get out of it. I love doing it, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But just one game, please. One. That's, you know, this season for sure. This season for sure it's coming. I'd love to meet a few of you at the ground for sure. Say hello. Have a little sing-song. Crossed in. AC Milan with the chance. Oh, Dennis Wise! Scored a fucking great goal at the San Siro. I think it was about 17 minutes to go. Oh, Dennis Wise! In this shirt as well. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Azza, thank you so much for the 179. That will go straight in the pocket of not me. So, happy birthday. Both teams to score. 5-0 to Rafael Leao goes off for Brahim Diaz, by the way. The game's fairly finished at this point. But the star boy himself in Leao goes off. He's had a decent game. You've got to give it to him. He's tried. He's had very little in the way of support for him today. and is, you know, and Olivier Giroud also comes off for Divock Origi. Can you believe it? No corners taken short today, I'll tell you that. Oh, another fucking sub. Benacour goes off as well. That's their last sub of the game. You can get to fuck. I believe we've still got 2 more subs. My voice is very nearly gone. Carefree. What are your thoughts on Leao? I mean, if we can get him, do you know what I mean? If we can get him, it would be great. But I don't see it's possible. I don't feel like we would have that pull. Of course, we've got Nkunku apparently coming. So, the time has stopped. It has indeed. Give me a sec. I actually don't know why that's happened. 5 minutes to go. I'm not sure it was 5 minutes, you know. 5 minutes to go. I think the time changes all the time. And with that said, I will obviously try and amend the timer, by the way. Bear with me. Technical difficulties are quite often a regular thing in live broadcasting. You know. Oh, what's happened now? Hello? My whole computer has frozen. Has the stream frozen? I should fucking hope not. Well, it's still going. My computer's frozen, so I literally can't do anything. I can't move anything. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh. Literally, my computer's frozen. $3,000 this cost me. I can see the comments, don't you worry. Let me mute that one. Brosia to do some bits, come on. I can't even begin to imagine what is going on with it. Like, nothing works. Everything's frozen. It isn't a live stream without a mic difficulty or a screen difficulty. I literally, it's completely frozen. Brosia's coming on. Well, at least the stream is literally still up, so we're going to have to bear with me on that. And I'm going to have to hard restart the computer. I can't even lock the fucking computer. The mouse is still moving about. Score update on Real Madrid. I couldn't tell you. Still got 15 cocking minutes to go. Can you still hear me? I'm back. Give me a chance. You thought it was over, but your boy is back. Hang on. What is going on? It's my webcam. The webcam is broken. I'm trying! Give me a fucking break! It's my birthday, for Christ's sake. Oh my God. No, hang on. I thought my webcam was playing up. Oh, there we go. Hey! Hey, whoa! I'm back! Oh no. There we go. Fucking have some of that. I told you I could do it! Unbelievable. Not full time, by the way. I'm wearing an invisible cloak. Oh my God, what an absolute fucking faff that was. Let's get the clock up. What's the time? 80th minute. We've still got 10 minutes to go with this shit show. Christ almighty, eh? Yeah, I mean, it's no wonder I'm not paid for doing this job. Jesus Christ. There we go, eh? We're back in business. We're back. It looks weird. Happy days. I told you I could do it. Fucking hell. It's showing Palace. It is, isn't it? Hang on. It's gone back to the last stream, that's why. Fucking what a shit show this is. I am not paid. Believe me. Not that I'm in this to get paid, but it would be nice. There we go. There we go. It's probably Milan probably wish they had Palace players instead. Your prediction for Wolves versus Chelsea. I predict an absolute nightmare of a stream once again. Because it's a 3 PM kickoff. Honestly, you'd think... look at the sweat on me right now. Jesus Christ. I'm a sweaty boy. Thank God we're using StreamYard, by the way. Shout out to StreamYard. Not a sponsor whatsoever. But if this was on Streamlabs, I would have been absolutely fucking bollocks, by the way. Because the stream just would have ended. But StreamYard, because it's web-based, you can carry on going as you please, you know? So, someone could have easily just hopped in for me. But again, no one was available because they're all at the game and I'm here. All on my own. But we're back! We're back. So much work. I know. Believe me. Didn't even notice. At least it's 3 PM for you. It's 10 PM for us. Well, at least it's 3 PM for you. It's 10 PM for us. I see what you mean. Yeah. But the difference is it doesn't come up on telly for me. It's not on... it's not a... You know... I can't believe that's just happened, by the way. And this isn't a brag, but my PC is like a custom made, like $2,500 fucking computer, and to just pack up like that out of nowhere, but it doesn't make any sense. It just, nothing would work. The mouse would move, but the actual, nothing could like be clicked. It's so strange. It's good that you told me that the timer had stopped, because otherwise it just would have packed up altogether. I wouldn't have even known. Nanomoid. Watch all the games you want. I've got a Discord channel that has everything. You know, thankfully, there's someone who shows all the games on there, which is a new thing for me. But, you know, I've got bigger fish to fry these days. Christ, I need another beer after that. Who's with me, eh? Imagine there was 3,000 people watching this one like there was the Dinamo Zagreb. Why were so many people watching that game? I don't understand. I had like 2,500, 3,000. I know it's because we were losing, but still. 2,500 fucking people watching me for that. And then AC Milan, there's like 280 of you, which I absolutely appreciate. But I'm just trying to crunch the numbers here. It just doesn't make sense. Excuse me. Just over 5 minutes to go of regular time, and I fear all of my graphics have gone to shit on this. Oh, I thought it did it again then. No, it's still there. The half-time stats are gone. Just a quick reminder, of course, that... Shall I do this? See if this actually works, you know. There you go. This is how it should be. I'm the manager now, see? How'd you like that? It's we've got Wolves coming up next, then AC Milan, and then Aston Villa, and then a trip to the G-Tech Stadium to face Brentford. Of course, all those games will be brought to you in absolute disgusting quality. Maybe some blips here and there, but with all the entertainment you could possibly need for every single Chelsea game, brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV. So, of course, be sure to check out the streams and all the content that's going to be coming up over the next few hours following this game, of course. Fan cams, player ratings, match day vlogs with your boy Lewis. Plenty of stuff to come. And not just today, but for the foreseeable. We'll soon be back to normal. This side is bollocks. Who's playing centre forward? Tyrese is not happy. Tyrese is not happy at all. You have a couple of beers after Chelsea games. Celebrate your birthday. I've got so many more to go. I'm well, birthdays as well, but I meant beers. I've got plenty more beers stocked in the fridge. And I'm off tomorrow, so that'll be good. Get absolutely hammered tonight, and still so much content to make following this game, which I personally cannot be fucked to make myself, but you know. Clearly, you are deluded. Pulisic is an average player. Chelsea don't care about doing England favours. US national team are actually better off without him. He plays like a teenager, says Sky Shooter. That's not me, by the way. That is a comment. Just want the game to end now. Just not much to do at this point. It's 3-0. We've absolutely battered them. Gallagher finds Reece James. Cheers for nearly 300 of you sticking around to see if I came back, by the way. Potter is very flexible. Not staying with the same system like stubborn Thomas Tuchel. I think that is the overwhelming difference between the two clubs, between the two managers, sorry, is that Tuchel, in the end, was quite stuck in his own ways, as was quite, Frank Lampard as well. But Potter seems to be known for his ability to switch it up regularly, and that the overwhelming consensus is that you never know what starting lineup Potter's going to put out. To be honest with you, every player under Potter needs to be ready to play, no matter what team he manages. Which with Tuchel, I didn't even have to update the starting lineup a lot of the time because it was just the same team every cocking week. I still miss him dearly, but good God, towards the end of his career at Chelsea, it was just a little bit like Potter's doing a decent job in Chelsea. So far, so good. We need to go to Milan and get a result. A draw would be ideal. A win would be absolutely fantastic. But if we came away with a draw at the San Siro, I'd be happy. And listen, we play them, as I said. When have we got them? We've got them on the 11th, which is when? This time next week? Or Tuesday next week? Thought we'd scored another one then. It was a replay. It's, yeah, on the 11th, on Tuesday. I can't imagine many of their injured players are going to come back too quickly. So, you know, I fancy our chances, to be honest with you. 3-0 at home to them. We haven't won 3-0 against anyone for fucking ages, so the San Siro's getting knocked down. It is. Can't believe it. Still find it ridiculous that two teams share the same stadium. It's just fucking stupid, isn't it? Crossed in, chance over the bar. 2 minutes of additional time. Divock Origi blazes it over. Excuse me. But yeah, it's going to be a quick end to the stream. Again, thank you so much for watching. Not that we're finished yet. We've still got a little bit to go. But we are at 249 likes. As the stream is very close to ending, if you are about to leave, of course, it is probably going to end 3-0 here. If you could leave a like on the way out, get us to 300 likes for the stream, that would be absolutely massively appreciated. Ben, are you having a poo, mate? Are you having a poo? But again, if you could leave a like, get us to 300. I'm sure there's so many of you that could get us there really quickly. We're already up to 260. Still a little bit left in the show. We'll have a little debrief after the game. But ultimately, I've got a player ratings to do straight after the game, which is always fun. I much prefer doing the player ratings with you guys on the watch along, but Dems is the rules, you know. Dems is the rules. Ben is having a poo. There you go. I asked and he delivered. Ben Henderson, he's having a shit. He's always having a poo. Wash your hands, Ben. Who's my man of the match? Probably. I mean, it's got to be James, isn't it? It's got to be James. Am I being deluded or something? Am I missing the? I'm be honest. I've just had a laugh with you, all of you lot today. Full-time whistle goes. And listen, Chelsea out with the first 3 points of the campaign. It's not been a pretty one. It's not been a pretty stream. It's been a pretty game. Pretty good in the terms of good news for us. Absolutely good news for us. I can't be arsed. I was going to update all the graphics, but again, it's a lot of effort at this point. We've won. We've won. All right. If you want my player ratings, of course. If you want to hear more of me, the player ratings video will be out very, very shortly. I'd say within the next hour. I will be doing my own player ratings for Chelsea Fan TV. That'll be coming out on this channel. I will also be doing a match review on my channel. That is Chelsea Fans XI. The link is in the description. If you could like on the way out, that would be fantastic. But it's 3-0 to Chelsea. And we are back or not back. We're up to second place in the group stage, in the standings. RB Salzburg are top with 5 points. Where are we? Salzburg on top with 5 points. Chelsea with 4. AC Milan in third with 4, but we've obviously got a better head-to-head record with them. Dinamo Zagreb in fourth with 3 points. It is absolutely anyone's game. Anyone's group to win. It is Pacaro with the $2 donation very, very late on. Thank you so much. Why didn't we play like this the other 2 games? Fuck knows. The fact that we've beaten AC Milan quite possibly and quite literally the most difficult team in the group, and we've beaten them comfortably 3-0, blows my mind. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes on the way out. Massively, massively appreciated. Again, if you want to give me a real good birthday present, you'll get me to 1,700 subscribers over on my YouTube channel. The link is in the description. With that said, again, we've got, what have we got? We've got fan cams. It's probably going to be the Crystal Palace. I know. It's nearly there. It's nearly accurate. In fact, let me just update this quickly. There we go. We got the watch along. That's done. That's dusted. Thank you so much for watching that. I don't know why I'm so small. Smile. Again, we're up to second place. We got the watch along. We got player ratings coming up very, very shortly. Again, please give that a watch. The more views that video gets, the better I look, and you know it looks good for those in charge. Fan cams as well to be updated or uploaded rather very, very shortly as well. And you know, spare a thought for me, because I'm going to be doing a lot of editing after this game on my birthday for those fan cams for people that have managed to go to the game, and I had to sit here and deal with all the technical difficulties. But I digress. I digress. Good stream, says Mark. I'm not quite sure about that. I had a good time nonetheless. Thank you so much for all the happy birthday messages. Geordie, as always, a pleasure. As always, I enjoyed your birthday. I'm not quite sure about that. The missus will have a word about that. But again, fantastic stream. Thank you so much for everyone that stuck around as well during the massive technical difficulty that was at the 80th minute. Thank you again for all the happy birthday messages. It's a pleasure. All of the donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we hit 300 likes, not quite, 288 likes. If you could like 12 likes away from hitting the big one. But again, thank you so much for watching. Love you all, and I'll see you for Wolves on Saturday, if we are still playing on Saturday. I don't fucking know these days. It's all up in the air. We definitely are, but still. I'll see you then. Another 3 o'clock kickoff. Fuck my life. Happy birthday to me, eh? See you later. Bye. And we kept a clean sheet. Come on, the Blues. One man went to mow.